I'm out and about in the woods once again today. A couple quick thoughts before we play some exercises. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another video. This is day 70 of our Go Practice Daily series. A couple quick things for this one. Hope you're all having a great day today. First of all, there was a question in the comments yesterday from John, who's a long-time viewer, whose name I always look forward to seeing when he pops up with a question or a comment. And so John was asking about how to deal with perfectionism. If I'm understanding correctly, he's feeling that his wish to play perfectly prevents him from playing certain things in certain situations. Okay, and so he asked for my thoughts on that. And I have a few. I don't have any specific strategies for kind of dealing with it, other than the fact that I learned many years ago. Listen, I've been playing trumpet for about 40 years, and I've done it for a living for somewhere close to 30. And I learned pretty early on that there's no such thing as perfect. That's not to say that I'm not always striving to be better, but there's always something we can do better. No matter how well something goes today, if you keep practicing and keep improving, then you have the same level of performance next year. You'll find that, you feel below par because something should be better. That's kind of how I look at that. So the thing to kind of get behind is that when we're on the bandstand or when we're playing, with other people in public, ensembles, not just in the practice room. In the practice room, hopefully we've got some time to address some things, and if something needs fixing, we can spend some time and gradually fix it. But on the bandstand, there's really, two levels of mistake. There's mistakes that you make that are so egregious that everybody knows about it. And that's when you come in completely in the wrong place in a chart, or really just, splatter some notes all over the place rather than playing what you were trying to play. It happens to the best of us, okay? But the other sort of more common mistake is the one that, you're the only one that knows that you made. You cracked the odd note, or you didn't play something quite as smooth or clean as you wanted to. And those happen all the time. I can't remember the last time, there isn't a time in recent memory that I didn't make one of those sort of mistakes. At least once, and probably a couple dozen times on a show. Okay? As long as I don't let on that I think I screwed up, then no one else is probably going to know. Okay? So it's just something to think about. Just try and go out and play with different groups and things like that. And, get used to the fact that if you do make a minor mistake, really, nothing bad happens. Try and make a different one next time. Okay? So that's just my quick thoughts on that. I hope it's helpful. Anyway, it'll be time for me to get back indoors and play these exercises very shortly. So, right now, we're working from set 8. If you don't have that one yet, as usual, there's a link in the description below, and you can find the free downloadable PDF over on the Airflow Music online store. Go grab it. If you're new to these exercises, if you've just jumped in because you see the guy in the forest for a change rather than in my office at home, we are 10 weeks into this right now, so it might behoove you to go and find out one of the earlier videos and kind of get to grips with what we're dealing with here, because I have limited time to make explanations today. So that might be worthwhile, although the exercises right now are fairly playable for most of us. Here's exercise 1. This is our stability drill. It's a long setting thing, so I'm keeping the mouthpiece on my lips throughout the entire thing, all 31 phrases, and breathing through my nose. I'm breath starting the first note of each phrase and attempting to breathe in time. On the rest bar, I'm talking of being in time, the metronome's going at 60 beats a minute. I'm tapping my foot and subdividing the beat along with it to make sure that I do stay accurately in time. Okay, here's exercise 1. I suppose I could spend some time saying the same old things about how well exercise 1 went, but, you know, I'm like a broken record at this point, so let's move on. Here's exercise 2. This is our motion drill. This is the flexibility plus scale pattern thing that we've been doing lately in this set. I'm going to keep the tempo today at 92 beats a minute, and for the most part this is slurred. We're slurred through the quarter notes, eighth notes, and the first time through the 16th notes. On the repeated 16th note scale, we're going to tongue it, okay? And then there's 2 bars rest between each phrase. This one isn't a long setting, so I'm getting the mouthpiece off my lips and resetting for the next phrase. Not too much else to it. Here's exercise 2. Honestly, I'm filming these segments before I go in and record the exercises, as it happens today, so unless something egregious went wrong and I needed to duck in and make another little insert here, I'm assuming it was absolutely fine. This is really maintenance for me at this point, so I'm just trying to keep these things moving. So, yeah, how are you finding these? You still enjoying them? It's always good to hear from you, and as we had John's question at the beginning of this video, if you do have anything I can answer for you, then please leave me a comment down below and I'll certainly try to. In the meantime, that's going to be it for this one. If you've enjoyed this video and the exercises, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to fall into the category here of these videos being close to daily, but most likely it's going to be 2 or 3 days before I see you again with another video. Absolutely fine, nothing wrong, it's just that my tour schedule is such that there probably is not going to be a good opportunity to record or get anything uploaded because of travelling. So please don't be worried or concerned if you don't see me for a couple of days. I'll be back very soon, but probably not now until I get back to New York. Until I do see you again, I think you know very well what to do. Go practice.